let me get my baby. That was the most important thing that there was, just my baby. But what would I do up here and kill him? I mean, I'd go to prison. Well, I got there that night, and I said, yeah, I know. I went up to her mother's house. She wasn't there. I walked in. I said, is my baby here? Her mother said, yeah. I said, well, get my baby's clothes, bring him to me. I'm leaving. About that time, about a little time later, she crawled in the door, drunk. God took over me. I'm proud of me because he said, I stood there holding thee. I said, thank you for being good to me at times. You've been good to me. Thank you so much for giving me a beautiful, beautiful baby. Don't you ever stick your foot in my house again. Well, it went on, and then I called the captain of the police department. He come up here and helped me get my car, because she had one once she's in. We left with it, rocked along just a little while. I think that was on a Friday. Monday, Don Lang was an attorney. I got with him. Judge Sullivan was a kingpin of Talladega County. He was walked tall, carried a big stick. I got with Don, and we went up there to Talladega at the courthouse. And I walked around, and Don was meeting with Judge Sullivan. I'm walking around the building, praying in tongues. No, I'm not really sure enough. Riding up down the elevator, praying in tongues, and I couldn't let nobody see me cry. But after a while, Don come and said, you got it. Listen, y'all, back in '83, men did not get their children. It just didn't happen. But God blessed me with that. Well, I got home. Well, got back. That was that night. Got that evening. I had the paper then. I had that paper served on her that night. So I get my baby. That boy, there was no way that she could ever come and take it. Well, from that time, we negotiated. Everybody, unless they're truly demon possessed, have a good id and odd, a good and a bad side in you. To wait and negotiate with people sometimes is on their good side. And she had a good side. Not much, but a good side. And I traded talk for a week or so. And I traded Dee for a Toyota, a couch, and a chair. Honey, she could have had the whole house. She could have had everything I had. I did. Because that's just stuff. Well, we done that, and it rocked on fine for a while. Her and her boyfriend come over. I didn't care. And he got the stuff going. I said, thank God the Greyhound are gone. You know that song. But it's time rolled on. Here I was, and I didn't know much about raising a baby. Never had any kids. And when I got him, somebody told me, put him in a bed, baby bed, by himself. Don't let him sleep with you, because he'll be more secure. I don't know. You ladies might know. I don't know. Okay. But I stand there every night and pray for him. You wouldn't hear me sing, but just me and him. I sang to him every night and prayed for him every night. Every night. That was our tradition. And then after a period of time, we talked about years. He was laying there one night in my other bedroom. He says, Daddy, I was going to save you. Come on. Boy, got that man in and wrapped him up on my side. And that was the most comfortable position it ever was. See, this is what God has done for me. He can take a bad situation and turn around. But as time went on, I used to dress him in overalls and western boots. I thought he was cute. I love that on a little boy. We was down there at the airport one day, Now, y'all, you love them, but they get on your nerves. They will get on your nerves. And I don't know what he done. He done something, and I got on to him, and I spanked him, and he pouted off over it. 30 minutes or so, He come back over and grabbed my leg. He says, Daddy, I'm sorry. Uh, hey, I melted. I nearly melt now. But just think about this, y'all. When we go to God and we tell him we're sorry with a heart, not your head and your mouth. Hey, you can say that all day. That's just words. But you say, I know a little bit how it must make him feel. But us doing that for real. But then later on, I got to seeing different folks, different good sisters come by and see me from the past. You know, that was all right. But I wasn't. One lady come. She was pretty. Well, it was an old flame a long time ago. She said, "Well, come in the house. We're sitting there talking." And she did. She had money. She was pretty wealthy. Talk about, well, we ought to go to Colorado. We ought to do this. We ought to fly over and we ought to do it. And I just let her talk. I said, yes, ma'am. I said, Martha, look over in that room. That beautiful baby did not ask to be brought in this world. And I'm not fixing to go gallivanting around this world and leave him because he's the most important thing that I've ever had. But then we was laying there and time went on. I was having a good time. Like I say, they'll get on your nerves. This sounds like a bad time, but now it was a good time. One Christmas, it was just me and him. Hey, I didn't even have a girlfriend. I said, oh, Lord, I'm going to be so bad. It's such a bad Christmas. I'm so lonely. I'm a daddy, and I ain't got a baby. Let me tell y'all, me and him went out and got a Christmas tree about that high, raggedy, ugly thing, and we sat there and we decorated it, and we sat there and sang Christmas, turned the lights out, just and sang songs. You can't replace that. You just no way you can replace that. But then, we go somewhere. Oh, I couldn't even talk on the telephone. Y'all know, they want your entire attention. And it's hard sometimes, but enjoy it while you got it. We had the best time, but as time got to realize, well, I knew that I couldn't be a mama and a daddy. I had enough sense to know that. But we laid there. When he said after putting in bed, we laid there and I prayed. He prayed that God would send me a wife and him a mom. I believe he answered him more quicker than he did me because